Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jade and we're all here. So, I again want to just thank anybody who's supporting my channel, my little baby channel. I am trying to nurture it and raise it up into something that can reach many people. So, thank you for being here right now. This is my pivotal moment here, so thank you. You guys are all awesome. You guys are all chosen ones. Bunch of chosen ones up in here. Little light beings. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about something that I'm going through, dealing with, and nothing I have going on with me is unique, so I feel like if I'm going through this, you might be too, in some form or fashion, or you may have experienced this, or it might be about to happen to you too. So, when you get to a certain point in your growth, spiritually, I mean, everything is spiritual. Your entire life is spiritual, whether or not you understand or can realize that it's all spiritual. But once you become aware of that, there's like another level of growth that happens. And once you reach that level, you get tested a lot. Like, you get tested and attacked a lot. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's just life for you. Sometimes you have foresight to see that this thing will not be good, or you can choose to be blind to it and, take your chances. So in particular, I think you might be experiencing this where you dealt with someone years ago, and it was a very volatile situation. It wasn't a good feeling, and nothing good really came out of this friendship or relationship, whatever. Nothing really good came from it. Maybe you learned a lot, but it brought a lot of pain and disappointment. It brought a lot of just agony, like a lot of agony. And you battled through that for a little bit. Eventually, you said enough is enough. It finally was enough, and you were like, all right, I'm not dealing with this. I refuse to deal with this. Let's move along now. So you did that. You moved along, and you never looked back. You never looked back. And then here they come again years later. And I feel like these are like tests, to see just how strong you are, how far you've really come, how much you've really changed. Because if you go right back into dealing with this person again, you might not have grown as much as you should have. You might not have grown as much as you thought you did. And that definitely will show you. These things show you really how strong you've become. And it could be a great thing, and it could also be a very sobering thing. It can be very sobering to realize that you haven't really fully recovered from this kind of stuff. And really what it is self-destruction. This person embodies self-destruction. They embody that for you. And if you did not deal with them, you said, no, I'm not dealing with this. You didn't even say anything. You didn't even bother to give any energy into this at all whatsoever. Then you have really changed. And even if you did give it energy, don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up. There obviously is something that you still have to learn from this person. You have a last lesson to learn from them. If so, I hope you get through it quickly and painlessly as possible. But there are going to be people like that. They're like just darkness. They have like a sadness within them. And because you're a chosen one, you're so full of light. You're so full of light. Yeah. That's why it's a blessing and also kind of a non-blessing sometimes to be a light bearer. It really can be, because you want to help people, and then these sad, dark people are drawn to you because this world is full of darkness. And you're the light amidst all the blackness. Of course they're going to come to you. Of course they are. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. But you have to protect yourself from them. You have to. You can't let them just come up in and steal your light, because they steal it. They steal the light from you. It's crazy. It's incredible. If you're not aware and you're giving, you want to give them the light. That's the crazy part about it. You want to give it to them, but you have to decide who and where and when you're giving your light away to people, because you're going to be in situations where you're dealing with people who are just turbulent and aren't doing anything to help you. You're giving and giving and giving, and they're not giving anything back to you. They're just taking as much, they're just absorbing as much energy as they can from you and replacing it with dark energy, darkness, you know? And it's not your natural state to be in sadness. You were born happy. You were born happy. You probably were the kind of baby who didn't really cry that much. You just probably always were laughing and having fun. That's probably how you were. You're not sad by nature. So it's like very out of character for you when you end up with people like that. But it happens, you know. Once you decide not to deal with them anymore, they're going to come back. They're going to come back over and over and over and over and over. And sometimes they are relentless. You might have to like change your phone number, move, all kinds of stuff. It's like they get addicted to your light. That's dark. They do though. They get addicted to it. They can't live without it. Oh, they think they can't live without it. They can, but they just think that they can't. So they'll do anything they can to try to rope you back in. Because for some of these people, you're just like a prize or something. Like you're just something to obtain and to siphon from. That's nothing that you want to be involved with. There's nothing you want to be involved with. And the only thing you can do is keep your distance from them, wish them well. Don't get angry. It's hard sometimes, but don't get angry, because you're giving them energy when you get angry. Don't give them any energy. Don't get angry. Wish them well. Thank you for the experience that you've taught me. I hope you can have a happy life. Move on. Don't say anything to them. Do it internally, like with your mind. Don't get involved. Don't do anything like that. Just don't harbor any kind of negative intent, because that's not good for you to do, or for anyone, really. And then move along with your life. And the cool thing about it is when you do that, something happens where they just disappear. They go away. It's so cool. When you stop giving the energy and like it's true, like you truly have stopped giving a care, any energy, they disappear. It's like magic. Poof, they're gone. They're gone. And that's not to say they might not try to come back again a few years later. But, yeah, they're gone. You want nothing to do with this person. Don't even add them on any social medias. Don't add them on any social medias at all, because they're going to get the wrong idea. It's just no contact. You can't help them anymore. You can't help them. And that's okay. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes like this stuff just happens, and I was dealing with this, and I did exactly what I'm telling you. I just I didn't do anything, didn't say anything, and it was like, it went away, and I was like, wow, you know, you really have changed into somebody different, and that's what I wish for everyone. I wish this for everybody who has had a past where they just didn't like themselves, they just weren't happy, they were going through a lot of just bad stuff, doing bad stuff to themselves because they were unhappy with themselves, because they were disappointed in themselves. That's a pattern that you don't want to get caught in, because you just over and over hurt yourself over and over again. But it's like you snap out of it. Eventually you snap out of it. And you do better, and that's what I want for everyone. That's what I want. But yeah, think I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Thank you for watching this video. You don't know how much it means to me that you're here with me along this journey that I'm beginning. This is so cool. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this. I hope it's awesome. And I hope to see you in the next video. And I thank you so much